During the lockdowns, was your mood low? Did you look for things to pull you through? Like food and booze and online shops? And were these things actually good for you? After gorging myself on pizza daily, becoming more unhealthy and gaining weight, I finally took a long look in the mirror and I was filled with shame and self-hate. It was at that time I changed my life direction, gaining self-awareness and facing my fear. This was through doing lots of difficult work, and in doing this, my heroes started to appear. What do you think makes a person a hero? Someone you admire with fame across a nation? One who saves a life or champions a cause? Or somebody that fills you with inspiration? My choice of medium was the old-fashioned book, and I started to read more and more, which was mainly assisted by the algorithm of a certain online megastore. So let me tell you some of the things I learned from these now heroes of mine that helped me to become a better me, raising introspect and assisting values to align. Rich Roll comes in top of the pile. Finding Ultra is the book he wrote. His journey from addiction to supreme well-being really made me sit up and take note. The 4-Pillar Plan is a favourite of mine. Dr. Rangan Chatterjee wrote this one. A wonderful guide to better health that really should be read by everyone. Psychologist Bessel van der Kolk and his Body Keeps the Score showed me reviewing adverse childhood experience provides understanding, self-improvement and more. Peace and tranquility was gained from Jay Shetty by learning to think like a monk, and I'll often dip back in for a read if I find myself in a little bit of a funk. This channel basically got going after Stephen Pressfield's War of Art. He helped me to tackle my resistance that did everything to stop me making a start. Hal Elrod's Miracle Morning got me to wake up earlier each day, which is where I found some quiet time to get each of these poems underway. The Rise of the Ultra Runners by Adharanand Finn inspired me to don my trainers and find the runner hiding within. And when the running gets really hard and loses any semblance of fun, I think fondly of Chris McDougall's book, Remembering That I'm Born to Run. Johann Hari taught me the value of relationships and how they provide various protections. He did this with Chasing the Scream, but also with Lost Connections. Ross Edgley swam round the entire UK in his book The Art of Resilience and shares thoughts on being bulletproof with flashes of stoic wisdom brilliance. You can't have this list without David Goggins, the world's toughest human, it's clear to see. He taught me there's always more to give and never finished and can't hurt me. On the theme of military authors is ex-Navy SEAL Rich Diviney, whose teachings about the attributes prompted me to develop accountability. Sparked by a certain Jonathan Fields, showed with work how better to engage. I did his Sparketype questionnaire. It seems I'm a maven and a sage. I've been trying to be more plant-based. If you've watched other clips, you'll know what I mean. The Engine 2 diet helped me to do this. A big shout out to Rip Esselstyn. One thing that helps me to recalibrate, especially on days where I've had enough, is the daily cold shower and dips in the sea, thanks to the method developed by Wim Hof. If I ever feel like I'm stuck in my ways, I know this is a misconception, reinforced by the biggest turnaround ever in John McAvoy's book Redemption. The Iron War by Matt Fitzgerald shows what's possible if you don't quit. When Mark Allen and Dave Scott did battle in the 1989 Ironman World Championship. A Walk from the Wild Edge by Jake Tyler is truly a wonderful read which demonstrates how mood follows action, and if you reach out you'll get what you need. So that's just a few of the books that I've read over the last couple of years. There's millions more to still go on my list. Not getting to them all is one of my fears. Yet we're only here for 4,000 weeks, as Oliver Burkeman says in his great book, so I've learned that I can't do everything, but I urge you to also take a look. It doesn't matter where you find your heroes, on TV, in podcasts, or the written word. There's a whole world of them out there, but not to go looking would be absurd. I admire all of these people and how they've managed to inspire me. They'll never know the good that they've done, and I'll never know them personally. But I guess that's the thing about heroes. They behave in a way they feel is right, and they don't need hero worship or a need to know of the inspiration they ignite. That said, I'd like to thank them all and the incredible work that they do. My truest hope for you listeners out there is that you find your guiding heroes too.